Hello friends, so this is a new video on feel the numbers. So now the today's topic is how much is 1 megawatt power. Okay, so you would have seen in the newspaper there are 500 megawatt coal fire power plant, 50,000, 88,000, 1 lakh megawatt. But what is actually the meaning of these numbers? How much is 1 megawatt power? Is this a big number? Is this a small number? Correct? Do we have the feel about this? So in order to understand this feel, stay tuned with this video till the end, and trust me, you will get enough knowledge about this. So now the first, let's start with the basic. Okay, so the question comes, what is watt actually? What the watt meaning is? It is a yardstick for measuring the power. What is power actually? Power is nothing but energy times time. It is basically checking you that how fast you are getting the energy or how slow you are getting the energy. It is the velocity of getting the energy from a source, in simple words. Correct? So suppose if we would like to calculate, let's say this is the 100 watt incandescent bulb. What is the meaning of this? This bulb is actually giving the 100 joule energy every single second. Oh my God! That means, suppose if I glow this bulb for a 1 hour, that means how much energy actually I am going to get out of this? So which is nothing but 100 joule, correct? And it is 1 second and we are running for a 1 hour. So I will multiply this by 3600 seconds, which are there in a 1 hour. So obviously we are going to get 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule of energy from the incandescent bulb in an hour. That is the actual meaning of this, isn't it? But when we talk about this energy in a commercial way, correct, we don't talk in terms of a joule. So we have devised a one more unit called a kilowatt hour. Correct? How this unit came actually? It is nothing but, I can calculate energy from here is nothing but a power times time. Correct? So energy how will be measured? Power is generally measured in kilowatt because the joule is a very small, okay, or the watt is a very small actually, and time is measured in an hour because it's very difficult to measure the power in a 1 second. We don't have a device so sensitive which can measure. So that means we can say kilowatt hour is the commercial unit for a energy measurement. Remember, this is an energy, it's not a power. And this is sometimes we call as the 1 unit of energy that you see in your energy meter at your house, isn't it? So this is basically the first starting point. What is the meaning of watt? What is the meaning of kilowatt? What is kilowatt hour? So this is, now the next thing comes, we go to the power plant. So let's take, this is a 100 megawatt rated coal fired power plant. When I say 100 megawatt, what is the meaning of that? That means it is actually generating 1000 mega joule energy per second. Oh my God, it's a huge amount of energy you are getting every single second from this power plant. And this energy is basically getting converted from the coal. Correct? Coal will have much more higher energy because the efficiency from conversion from coal to this will be much lesser, correct? But finally this is our output we are getting. Okay. Similarly, if I say about the wind farm, it's a 100 megawatt rated wind farm. What is the meaning? The meaning is we are getting the 100 megajoule energy per second out of this wind farm. Okay. Now the question comes, there is a one more important terms we should be aware of, something called a capacity factor. Question comes, what is the meaning of that capacity factor? It is nothing but a power plant average production to its rated capability. It's a ratio of the two quantity. Okay, now imagine if this is the power plant that you have, do you think like this is gonna run 24/7 and every single day, 365 days? No, it needs a little maintenance also, correct? Similarly, wind farm cannot run, okay, every single second. That means even though it is capable of running, but you need a maintenance, okay, you need to shut down the plant for something. Okay, so that means you will calculate capacity factor. So what is the capacity factor? Is basically it's a plant average production, how much energy it produced, divided by rated capacity for what it is actually made up of. Okay, so this is, for an example, this is the 100 megawatt rated wind farm. So now this is not gonna run at a 100 megawatt power. So we call a capacity factor for this, or the rated factor. It is approximately, let's say for this is 30%. Okay, generally for the wind farm it ranges from 30 to 40 or 45% in that order. That means throughout the year you will not extract the power 100 megawatt every single second. On an average you are going to get 30 megawatt in an year. That is the meaning. Okay, so on an average. Now if you calculate about this 1000 megawatt, generally coal fired power plant have the more capacity factor. It ranges from 60 to 70, sometimes goes till 80%. So this is the power factor for a year I am talking about. Okay, so this is the one more important term that we should be aware of. Another thing called a load factor. What is load factor is? Okay, now think, you are using your electricity, correct, at your home. Are you using the electricity throughout the day? All the appliances are actually running throughout the day? No, correct. So when you are sleeping, you actually switch off all the lights. That means you are not consuming the light, correct. That means that amount of electricity is not required. So in the night you don't require so much of electricity. Okay, so that means whenever there is a, let's say if it is a winter time, then you will have, like after, let's say in the middle day somewhere, you need a more electricity. In the night also you need more electricity because people will use geyser, heater, correct, like that. So this is called a peak demand. There the demand of the load will be more, or requirement of the electricity will be more at that time. When you talk about the summer, people in the afternoon, because it's a hot sun, so you will start using the AC, cooler, blah blah blah, all those. So your peak electricity requirement will be here, correct. So we also calculate something called a, what is the ratio of the base load by the peak load over a period of time, correct, because your energy requirement in an area will be decided based on load factor also. Based on this load factor, people will start planning, isn't it? So significance when we talk about knowing the peak and average demand of a power system is very, very critical, correct. Otherwise you will see there is a load shedding, correct. We say like there is no power. Why? Because we actually don't have too much generation at the time. People are asking too much electricity at a particular amount of time, and your power plant cannot provide that. So generally power plant are designed to serve the peak load. For an example, 1000 megawatt, okay, 1000 megawatt, like previously we saw, the actual load will vary. It will not be 1000 megawatt throughout the year. It will vary. For an example, the load might be 1000 at noon, but 4000 at midnight, because all are sleeping, correct? Few appliances are operating. That's the reason. So the capacity or the load factor gives the utility planner a sense of variation, that how much is the variation is happening in the load or in the electricity requirement. So when we say 40% is the load factor, that means there is a huge variation, isn't it? Whereas the 90% load factor is a very, very little variation. So now generally when you talk about the residential homes, they have the very, very low load factor. Why? Because people at home are using the appliances only during the certain hours of the day. Whereas industrial customers, they generally have the high load factor because the machines are running 24/7 a week, isn't it? So there the load factor is more. Okay. Hopefully you are clear about the load factor as well as the capacity factor. Question is why we are learning. They are the deciding factor that what is 1 megawatt. Okay. So next thing is, let's understand what is the residential electricity consumption, okay, in a Indian household on an average we are talking about. So let's say this is the average monthly consumption per house. Bangalore, so we'll take one example of a city, let's say Bangalore. So every house is consuming on an average 500 units, which is, this unit we discussed, it's nothing but a kilowatt hour. So 500 kilowatt hour is actually every month you are getting the electricity bill on an average, let's assume. And if you talk about a village, correct, so this is just an example of a village in a Karnataka, okay. So Adiganahalli, where you have the 200 units because the power consumption is less there. So 500 kilowatt hour, okay, is the, sorry, this should be the 200 kilowatt hour, okay, is the energy consumption for this, correct. Now all these are basically for the representative figure for study purpose. Now let's do a little math to understand what is the implication of, okay, 1 megawatt. So let's say this is the 1000 megawatt power plant that we have, okay. So now let's assume this has the 75% capacity factor, okay. That means 75% time we are, so basically in a year we are actually, this power plant is running for the 70% of the time, okay. And so if we calculate in a 1 year how much energy it is going to develop, okay. So we calculate, it is nothing but if I calculate 1000 megawatt, okay, times 0.75, and then in a year how many, 365 days, in a 1 day 24 hours, correct, okay. So this will be the basically my kilowatt hour. If I convert this entire calculation, I am going to get 6.6 billion kilowatt hour. This much is the amount of energy will be developed by this power plant in a year, correct. Now let's say this energy is how much, okay, can be utilized or can it give the light to how many homes. So if we talk about a village where the power consumption was 200 only, so it can give approximately 2.7 million homes for a year. Oh my God, it's a huge number. If we talk about any city, that means 1.1 million homes can be can basically light for a year with 1000 megawatt power plant. But still we are not getting a little feel, isn't it? These numbers are very big to get a feel. So convert those numbers into the 1 megawatt. So suppose if I take a 1 megawatt, okay, and if we talk about the coal power plant, it can actually use, okay, it can give the electricity to 2337 homes in villages for a year, for a full year. Oh my God, just a 1 megawatt, imagine. And if we talk about Bangalore city, since the power consumption is less, around 1100. So roughly you can say around 2700, this is 1100 in that time frame. Similar kind of, if we talk about, let's say, wind farm, where the capacity factor is less, let's say here we have taken the 30% capacity factor, so obviously it can light basically the less number of homes because the power is less. So for full 100 megawatt, if we talk, it's like a 1,09,500 homes, whereas for the city it's a 43,800. But if we convert into 1 megawatt again, okay, so this comes out to be around 1100 and around 438 villages, correct, homes in the Bangalore city. So it's a pretty much good number, and remember these numbers are for a year, okay. So now if we talk in summary, what is 1 megawatt worth, okay. So it depends basically on the 3 items. The first item is what is the plant rating that you have, okay, what is the plant rating, whether what is the capacity factor, basically it's a 30%, 70%, 80%, depending on that, okay, the outcome of this will change. Second, what is the load factor that you have, okay, whether you have the very high load factor, okay, whether the entire region is actually working at a peak factor, or it is always going at a base factor. So basically it is for industrial or it is for residential, so your scenario changes. Third thing is the location of the plant, where it is located, whether it is in the city, whether it is in village. So based on that, the worth of 1 megawatt will change, correct. So what was the summary? Basically, if you have 1 megawatt power plant, it can fulfill the electricity requirement. Let's say if you take the coal fired power plant, 2737 homes in a village and 1095 homes in a city for a year. Oh my God, it's a huge number, just a 1 megawatt, okay. What about wind farm? Wind farm is basically 1095 homes in a village and 438 homes in a city, correct. Less because we know that the wind doesn't blow all the time with the same speed, okay, at all the time. So always this will be lesser, correct? So this is basically the 1 megawatt worth is. It's a huge number, isn't it? So do you have the 1 megawatt power plant also, which is installed by the government, which are catering to the smaller city where the number of homes are less, small villages? Okay, so hopefully this video would have given you the enough insight, the potential of 1 megawatt. So thank you.